What's going on, gamers? Yeah, you guys, we got to do it again. Here it comes again. The cultist fanatic behavior over nothing compared to hiring the AI. So Asha announces something, right? Which the AI could easily do because this has already kind of been here before. You're just kind of modifying it and bringing back something, but it's not going to move consoles. And it's called a new boot up coming next Wednesday. Sound on. So here it is right here. I mean, when Phil Spencer and them were there, how many times have we seen this with the Xbox consoles? You know what I mean? You didn't invent that. What you did is you had an AI modification because this is all AI hiring. And when this happens, this is the thing. This is the most trending thing in the gaming sphere at the moment. And I kind of feel like all this stuff is massively manipulated and massively overhyped for something that is not going to help the Xbox base get back in competition, get some strong exclusives and start competing again like it's alive on the market, selling a couple 100,000 consoles a month and competing with PlayStation and blowing past the Switch 1, which it should be beating the Switch 1. It's in 4th place and Steam Machine is about to put it in 5th place. Hey, I'm just saying, let's get into this. Like, comment, subscribe, become a member, leave a tip down. Hey, would appreciate that. But guys, I tell you what, man, this is what I mean. It's like, I'm not trying to beat down everything she's doing. It's not necessarily what she's doing here. It's more about the reaction of the Xbox base and some of the gaming community that wants to negatively grift against PlayStation while they're actually dropping real video games and making real changes. What is the most recent impact for Xbox recently to me? You know what it is? Those AI hires. Because that's actually putting people in all those positions, and it's all going to be an AI push. That actually is going to affect all development departments and everything, and it's giving you the idea of where they want to go in the future. AI push. So this is going, and then I have people come on my channel, guys, I have to say this too, and it said, what do you think Sony's doing with PSSR 2? Do you really think that's the same as Copilot and really having a bunch of AI executives who are not gamers? You're insane if you think that. No, PSSR is actually helping PC gaming and competition against NVIDIA. It's benefiting all of gaming. It made the experience way better. Everybody is happy about PSSR. No, you couldn't say everybody would be happy about an AI executive leading a gaming world with other AI executives leading a gaming world. That's not the same as PSSR 2. It's not even close. And I don't understand why people have that mentality to think that that's somehow the same. It's like, no, it's not. It's not taking over PlayStation developers. They're adding that to enhance already good developed single-player games and multiplayer games. You see, it's not destroying their development. They're not in last place. They're about to hit 100 million consoles. This is not the same comparison. And this type of stuff happens all the time in the Xbox community, where I see people come in, make unintelligent comments, and I'm like, do you not realize that's not the same? Just like they tried to think the DRM situation was the same. When he destroyed the beginning of the entire generation before it could even get started. And then told you to go back to the other console. It's like, no, man. Like, the stuff that happens in this world is just, there is no comparison, dude. It's absolutely detrimental. And there's so much damage done to this brand. I don't possibly see past this political chicanery that people keep on falling for, how they could actually turn it around and make it actually start selling a lot unless you seriously drop the price by $150. Because nobody was buying your console at $500. You needed to put it on sale for it to move. I remember when they had the Series S at $250. Like, when you really think about everything they've tried, it wasn't even working like you thought it was in that time. And then you see it being double the price of that when you look at the Series S now. And you're seeing the Xbox Series X being $650. It doesn't have a digital edition. They made a mistake with that, just like they don't have a mid-gen upgrade for the GTA 6. And then I read some article saying that, or coming out from Jazz, that they don't have enough consoles for GTA 6. It's like, this is the stuff that actually matters, not some stupid logo flashing when I turn on the console. That is not going to make somebody go and buy an Xbox console. What's going to make somebody buy an Xbox console is having a strong identity with exclusives that could sell and make the console sell millions and millions of consoles. And then you have a living base competing with its own exclusive identity. That's power right there, where it's like, not only do I have a mid-gen upgrade to be more powerful than you with GTA 6, I got my own upscaler. Sony's doing all the right things. That's what I'm saying. Microsoft is doing all this goofy stuff where it's like, dude, everything you're seeing an AI is doing. New logo, AI can make that easily. This modification of something that you've already seen before. This is not anything new. This has been there. I like the Series X startup, but now it's just an AI modification. They're not doing anything to make any developer better. I have not seen real results where the Xbox hardware is now in a better position, where Xbox developers are now in a better position, where Xbox publishing is in a better position. Where Xbox physical results, where Game Pass is actually getting millions and millions of more subs. Yeah, you reverse that price. That actually mattered. That was the only thing that she's done so far where I'm like, okay, but anybody could have done that. You don't have to be a gamer to figure that out. Everybody on the gaming market, even people outside of it, can practically tell you that's not going to work. So hitting the switch from jacking the price up and putting the price down, it's just literally an on and off thing to me. It's like, that makes sense. You should do that. That's something that should have never happened. And that's not something Phil did. It's Satya sitting here playing politics with you in the back. Because he's been new all of this. Same thing with a 30 profit margin. Same thing with Outer Worlds going to $79.99. And we're going to reverse it back to 70. Did you say something awesome about those people that were there to reverse that? No, it should have never happened. Game Pass should have never been $30. Who are you to think you could be next to Netflix? You see what I'm saying here? And you're just coming with a new logo to turn. It's like, but what is that really going to do to impact the Xbox industry to compete better? That's what we need to see. And guess what? That takes time. But you got these people coming in here making all these stupid Messiah pictures and all that. I said, what has she really done to make insane changes where you're like, man, this is turning around. Look at that. Xbox is coming back. We're getting some Halo 1 multiplayer exclusive, Halo 2 exclusive of multiplayer, and it's selling millions of consoles, and it's moving, and it's back in the media, and it's on fire. That's when you're actually making changes. Fiscal results are all coming in positive. You're showing that your games are selling millions of copies. You're selling 5 million, 10 million, you know what I mean? It's like, that's already been set up by Phil Spencer and them with Forza Horizon 6. Like, that's not going to be underneath her leadership. That's something that automatically was guaranteed to sell already. And that's what I mean by, like, this stuff right here. Oh boy. Now this guy says, drop the multiplayer paywall and watch the consoles fly off the shelves. Not true. Not true at all. They started making free-to-play games. They took that away from that. Ready for glow up, and then they come with this. Because, dude, it's all cult behavior. Bring back Snap in the future, please. Once again, all this stuff is cool, but it's a bunch of social, just logo nonsense. It's like, okay, man, see this Xbox saver? She has made Xbox great again. You have a low IQ. She has not done anything to make Xbox great again. This is just little AI effects and little logos. And like I said, the only thing recent was the Game Pass price reduction, but that's something that needed to happen regardless. And yeah, that's good. And the AI hiring just literally beats everything. In a negative sense, I just have to say, nothing compares to that. This guy says, can't wait to boot it up and stare at the dashboard because there's no games to play. See, that is a real comment right there, because it's like I'm saying, what are you going to marry staring at that? What is that going to do to enhance your gaming experience realistically? This is why I say AGN is making certain people mad, but people who obviously do not want the Xbox world to improve. The only way to do that is to do exactly what I said. You have to drop the price of the consoles. You have to make your games probably $60, not $70. And as a publisher, so what? I tell you what. Let me give you something right here. What if you sold 3 million copies at $60 rather than not even a million at 70 or barely across multiple platforms? You just made 70 million off of the 1 million, and how much did you make off the 60? 180 million. You tell me what's better. Right? Same thing. If you sold 4 million for $50, that's 200 million. That's still beating the 70 million. I mean, the $70 at 1 million. You see what I'm saying? That's even if you wanted to make something exclusive, like, okay, if you were making games exclusive on Xbox, they got to be $60 and $50. You see what I mean? And then your consoles have to be cheaper. You could subsidize. You have way more money than Sony and Nintendo put together. You see what I mean? When it comes to that, it's like, if you really want it to be that way, and if Satya wants to sit in the back and make his AI hire, who's also in that Indian family, be together to make India look good, like they're leading something in the gaming industry, because that's what this is, then you're going to have to do something like that. Or if you want your money back, which you do because you need to make things look positive, you need to do that as a strong third-party publisher. Drop the price of your consoles. Get as much as you could out of it on sale. Definitely before GTA 6 drops. Get all your games to sell millions of copies and have good, strong development and not AI nonsense. But Does he really need Xbox? He does not. But does he need to make her look positive in that higher position? Yes, he does. You kind of see where I'm going with here? Like, this is the thing with Xbox. It's like, we've been here before. If you try to go exclusive, your only remedy, it was to have something like Halo with multiplayer. Like, you need something where people can sit there all day and play it, and it's only there to play all day. Games that you can't play all day are not going to keep people. You see what I mean? Or people want to replay over and over and over again. You have certain opportunities, but it's like, people are asking for exclusive, but I'm like, look, I said it again. If you do that and you don't end up selling, you lose millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, because you have to make back that money plus start making profit after that. And then you're going to be a weak publisher. Now you failed as a publisher. Now you tried to go exclusive. Your publishing is now hurting. People are going to get laid off, and then you're just going to shut down Xbox or hang on to whatever you can to just be a third-party publisher and get rid of everything else. You see what I mean? It's a risky business. So what do you want to do? This right here, I'm not saying this is necessarily negative, but for people coming in saying dumb stuff, it's like, what are you talking about? Crap Gamer says we need Xbox exclusive games. Make Gears E-Day the big return of exclusive games. It could be a return to form and sell Xbox consoles. GF Keeley says, love to see it, because I guess he just wants to be positive. The only way this is going to work is if you put your consoles way cheaper than PlayStation 5 consoles. The price that you have it at, nobody's going to buy the Xboxes, even when Gears releases like that. They'll just play it on PC. You're not going to get it away from PC. You can't do that. They're just talking about not doing it on PlayStation. But I don't recommend that. You see what I mean? It's like, your only remedy is to take advantage of Game Pass being affordable on that console, having strong exclusives day one, and having a cheaper entry with the Series S, and having the Series X be easily $150 cheaper than a PS5. You see what I mean? You can't afford to do exclusives. I just don't know how you're going to do it. The best way, and I've explained this before, is to have 3-month exclusives if you want to try that. Like what you're doing with Forza, something like that or whatever. You're going to see how it is. Because that's a game, no matter what, if you put it on PlayStation later, it's going to sell. That game could do that. But that does not mean every game can do that. Sony tried it on PC. Microsoft has tried it with other games too. Sometimes it doesn't end up working. Sea of Thieves worked. You just have to select the right game. But if the game does not end up giving you back what you want, and you put it on PlayStation and it becomes a Starfield, yeah, that's not going to be good. See what I mean? The gaming industry is tough, no matter how you look at it. The thing with Asha is that, to me, I don't look at her as like some true gamer. She's just trying to learn and bundle in as much as she can from Phil Spencer still being in the back. He's still there. He's not left. All these other executives that came in and talked to her, and she's gathering a bunch of stuff and seeing what strategy she can do to adjust with all the influence around her off the record. This is what's going on. Plus politics going on with this as well that people are falling for. So this guy said, stop this, hold up, let her cook. She's not cooking. Sorry. Sounds like a darker tone of the 360. Like I said, it's not anything reinvented. You're just going in with the AI and you're modifying things, and then people are overblowing it out of proportion. And once again, it just reminds me of the stuff I just talked about with that other video. What are we doing here again? You should be getting hyped when something huge happens in the Xbox world that is actually making the results positive on the market. That's where you want to go. If not, then I just don't see any hope for this base, because they just consistently keep on getting brainwashed. And it's like, and they're just naive. I'm not blaming her specifically. It's just this base to me that's just dumb sometimes. Like, not everybody, but I'm saying a large amount, because it's like, what is this? And I'm not coming in to try to crap on anything. No, I'm being realistic. I'm like, please wake up again, because why is this the biggest thing? It's like, why is this exciting? I don't see why this will make me want to get into Xbox again. There's not anything innovative going on here. So I want you guys to let me know what you think about this. I'm sorry, I have to say it, because it's like, stuff like this is just absolutely stupid. Just cult fanatics and sheep. So, you see, Asha single-handedly saved gaming with a boot screen while devs are still struggling to hit 60 frames per second. No, you have to say stuff like that, because it's, you know what I mean? And here's another thing. Where it's like, you have Forza coming out, but that has nothing to do with her. If you guys get what I'm saying. So yeah, what do you think she should do to improve? Things I've always seen is people want exclusives back. But remember what I said. if you're going to do that, you got to drop the price of those consoles. That is the only method. It's still a tough game though, because you're putting your publishing on a emergency threat. You got to get that money back, or what's the point? Microsoft will shut it down. Later, y'all. Keep on gaming no matter what platform you're on.